everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site. There's an archive post thingy there, and also on Patreon for extra support and any kind of updates I usually go about on the Twitter X thingy there. Later today we should be able to get Jedi Survivor episode, and tomorrow Mutineer Zero Road to Eden. I did a stream yesterday, but by the end of it, I got interrupted with some work stuff there. I've in the Shaded Castle, which is Castle Soul. I think it's the same thing. I got stuck in the middle there. Not stuck. I was in the middle of going about that, and I had to wrap up the stream there. But we did manage to went about Windham Rooms, I think, and some tunnel and the old Outlaws tunnel, I think it was. Yeah, we got to do some stuff there in that area near to Mount Gelmir. But yeah, again, live stream schedule is always complicated because I don't know when I have like a slot of 3 hours to do a live stream. But yeah, when I can, I go about it on the Twitter, so it's something that I also encourage people to at least give a follow there for any kind of updates. Regarding news, not much in terms of gaming stuff, but got some interesting thing. Maybe because it's Monday, it's a slower day. Jim Keller, again, I don't remember seeing this guy or hearing this guy commenting stuff, but supposedly might be a well-known person. I don't know. I think there is. Yeah, well, 10 Torrent CEO. I don't know what this 10 Torrent CEO. I might be lost in the loop there. But yeah, the point he makes, it's kind of fun, but he has a point there. Got an interesting proposition regarding Blackwell GPUs, so the BG200s or the G200 or B200s, whatever they are, the AI accelerators. The NVidia CUDA swamp too, so you can imagine how depends on social media. Okay, Jim has goddammit thingy has now criticized Team Green R&D budget for their Blackwell GPUs, which is supposedly $10 billion, which is it's a lot of money. Claiming that the company would have saved billions by simply changing the interconnected method. Again, the point of this news is the interconnection method. They are using the NVLink, which is at this point in time in 5th generation. This is the same technology when they went about doing the LSI on GPUs. I was there at that time, and yeah, it was pretty tricky. Again, theoretically, if the GPUs, and I don't know, even to a certain point, the fact that they didn't manage to streamline that well, the LSI technology with the NVLink stuff there. If they could have done, I don't know if the GPU market would be in the way that it is. Because 2 GPUs and then you have the proprietary connection of NVLink, it's a lot of money for NVIDIA to make. I think it was one of those things that didn't go as well as they wanted to there. But yeah, while NVLink supposedly has significant advantages over the other methods in terms of bandwidth, latency, and scalability, it lacks to its proprietary nature, which can be catered to any other manufacturer's hardware. Yeah, it's one of those things. NVIDIA, everything is it's what they're trying to do. It's trying to be Apple in the sense that everything is proprietary on their ecosystem. Nothing can be basically interconnected with other companies' stuff or whatever it is. Doesn't have any kind of open source kind of a thing. Everything has to be closed loop, and yeah, that's how they roll from the things that they do. Which is again might be nice, but then you're way too dependent on other things when you act in a closed loop in this kind of business. There is even though that internet, Ethernet, which is the proposition here, um, it's it's kind of a meme to a certain degree, or trying to be a meme. But yeah, there is something that is called Internet Interconnect, um, which it's supposedly a more cost-effective option and destroy the proprietary state of NVLink, ultimately providing much better ecosystem. That's the point there. The internet, this kind of UE ultra internet is still kind of on the development phase, which is bad. But yeah, it's the R&D costs, budget costs, everything is they overinflate everything. It's like the budget for production of games, budget for everything. They just inflate that so they can justify that it cut so much R&D costs there. So we have to inflate the products that we sell. I think that's the issue there. They try to stick to a certain thing so they can say that everything is made in house, so they can justify the price and the ballooning of these R&D costs. And in the case, for example, the gaming industry, the ballooning of budgets. You have games building gaming budgets in some cases $200 million. I think, thinking of this kind of figure, I think The Last of Us Part 2 was like 250. I'm not sure. The Last of Us Part 2. Then got other games that recently came out, always ballooning around 150, $200 million. We got, for example, Callisto Protocol was around $130 million. That's why a lot of shit happened there. Even Hogwarts Legacy, Cyberpunk, I think was big, but not that huge. And then, of course, they justify that with selling the games now at $70. And then now we have, I'm not sure how this new game from Ubisoft, the one that is coming out, Star Wars Outlaw, um, they just closed the servers for the crew, the first crew. So everybody that spent money on that just got fucked over because it's a persistent online game. You cannot even play that offline. You have to have a permanent connection, even the single player content there, which is what it is. And then they just come about and just throw you $70 plus the pre-order bonuses. They can reach $130, the gold edition or whatever it is, or the premium edition. Yeah, I assume it's got a big budget there, but yeah, if they don't scale a little bit down the production budget and tame the prices they want to sell their games, a lot of stuff will be changing in a couple of years. Yeah, but yeah, basically is this. It's the R&D and the costs of inflating the costs of R&D and production and all that jazz. It's the main thing. When you might have some alternative things, uh, not saying that is right on putting just an internet cable plugging things to one another. It's more about, um, not every problem is a nail. But yeah, it's a little bit there where I wanted to aim at. It's the costs, the inflating costs there. That, assuming this guy has some knowledge regarding how this can be made theoretically. But yeah, it was my point there. And continuing the hardware, got some interesting news coming. This is UK, from the 7900 XT and XTX versions there. They are now pretty low, given that, again, they throw around euros and pounds, which they are not the same price. I will assume this is all pounds, because of the prices here. Because here euros, it's weaker than pounds still at this moment in time, if not mistaken. So pounds is a stronger coin, or the sterling pound is a stronger coin than the euro. But yeah, the prices seem to be even pound wise. No, pound wise, no, because it's a stronger coin even than US dollar. But yeah, you might see that this kind of changes here, dropping around almost 20%. from 780 to 630 pounds. The XT, the 79 XT, which now it's competing way more with the 4070 Ti Super, I think. I completely forgot to highlight this article. But I think it's that one, 4070 Ti Super. And this is the Merc model, the same brand as mine, XFX. Yeah, 40 Ti Super. Yeah, Rex this GPU, and it's basically at the same price point or lower. And then you got the XTX is hovering around 830, 840, which is a pretty good one, including my model here. This one, this is a pretty excellent one. It has the cooler is very similar, but instead of two, we have three PCI 8 pins there. I think it's got dual BIOS also, if not mistaken, one for normal, another for gaming. But yeah, it's a pretty good GPU. Same kind of performance than a 4080, even the 4080 Super. They trade blows within each other. In most cases, especially rasterized gaming there, of course. Even in RTX, some cases they are very close to each other, but of course, certain titles there are more that NVIDIA takes a better value out of the ray tracing possibilities there. But yeah, overall, I think it's more future proof because it has 24 gigabytes of VRAM instead of 16, which is a lot. Yeah, even playing for 4K, again, basically almost titles I don't have. Sometimes I have to remove the ultra, but you don't even notice. And I over around 60 to 70 frames per second. The most recent game that I've been playing around is Dead Space remake, and I achieve everything on high. At least everything on high. Yeah, everything is on high. Maybe one or two things might be in ultra, and I reach around 70-ish frames per second. But then again, sometimes you get those stuttering stuff, which is part of the problem of the engine itself. It's not the game per se; it's the engine itself. It's got those issues. They got ironed out with this game. But yeah, I'm hovering around almost 4K, no FSR needed, at least around 60 frames per second, which I think it's a pretty good, decent job. And of course, you can increase that with the FSR technology plus some AM/FM. So the AM/FM, I think, no, the fake frames technology there. But yeah, we're going to see some of this at least from AMD. They're going to lower a little bit and to be not almost achieving kind of at least the same price of the lower end in terms of competition and performance from NVIDIA counterparts. And because they perform as good or even better than those, and they are more cheaper than those counterparts, I think we're going to see a lot of domination from the XTs and the XTXs in that price range, which is like the higher price range to a certain degree, which 600 pounds, it's a lot of money. But at that range, for what you can get there, if you get an XT, I think you were well served, even for playing a lot of 4K games also. It performs decently enough to be playable at 4K with some FSR here and there. I think it's decent enough. But yeah, it's good to see that at least some prices are going down in this market in this day and age. But yeah, this is what I got in terms of news. Very slow day. Didn't catch up anything interesting more than this. There are other stuff, but yeah, I don't think that in the long term it's going to affect a lot of stuff. It's more news of the day stuff for the night, for the day cycle. But yeah, anything that might be trending to one way or another, I try to cover it. So we're going to stick with the wrap up with some gaming deals. We still have Ghost Runner for free. this the Beacon and Town of Salem 2. I don't know what this is. Never heard of these games. But yeah, I'll keep my eyes on it when it comes. I just at least point in this direction here. On Steam, we got still Hogwarts Legacy, 50% off. I think it's a good deal until the 18th. We got also Pacific Drive. This is one of those that I really want to try out. 20% off, and it's available in the 24th. Also, wartales 25% off with the same date on the deal there. Liza OP 30% off. Got around 1 day and a half at the publishing date of this video, so might as well think if it is worth it or not. I think they will be seeing something after the Shadow of the Earth 3 launch. Probably this game will be in a deal again, and it's been selling decently enough. Got Cocoon. Offer ends on 22 April and is 30% off at this moment in time. And the Outer Worlds, this is the base edition. Got then the Spacer's Choice edition upgrade bundle. Yeah, the Spacer's Choice edition, the non-mandatory corporate sponsor bundle. I think it's the one without this one. Where is it? The Spacer's Choice, which is the upgraded version, the visual upgrade version, which had some issues in terms of performance, at least last time I checked. So I usually recommend or if not the base game with the DLC there. I think it's the better version at this moment in time still. On GOG, we got the Plague Tale games, 80% on the first one and 60% on the second one. We got also still Control Ultimate Edition, 75% off. Again, this is usually the price that it has been for the last couple of promotions that been coming out to this game, and I think it's a excellent deal. I already bought this on Steam, and I want to try out Alan Wake and then play this little game here. And I'm still reticent on Alan Wake 2, but we'll have to wait and see. And then lastly, we got Metro Franchise Bundle. I think this is still a good trilogy here to be played with. This is the Redux versions of the first two games, and then Metro Exodus with all the season pass stuff there, which has the playable 2 DLCs, I think. And it's 80% off. It's around $9.50, which is usually the price that it's at, even on Steam when it comes on a deal. And yeah, short program today. But yeah, this is what I got for you today. So I'm just going for wrap up with the plug on my Patreon for extra support. The extra support is at this moment in time for me to get a storage solution, for me to be able to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, Kunamy Master out.